Okay, this is going to be the review of the HTC Desire HD. This is going to be a detailed review. I'm going to go through all the features, all the new features. Probably going to be a two-part video. Let's get straight into it. First of all, we're going to take a look at the hardware itself. As you can see, this is made from a solid piece of aluminium. You've got plastic here, and here. These two are for the antenna. That's for the flash. We have the 8 megapixel camera there with xenon flash. We've got the speakers there. Turn around to the front. We've got the speaker grill at the top with the sensor. At the side, we've got a volume rocker. At the bottom, 3.5mm jack with a micro USB port and a microphone. And we've got the touch sensitive buttons at the bottom with the HTC logo. It's a 4.3-inch screen. It has a 1 GHz processor, the new generation processor. Okay. Included in the box, you do get 8GB micro SD card. Comes with it, but that depends on where you buy it from. The most important thing about this phone is it is a phone, and you do make phone calls with it as well, and the phone call quality on the phone is very clear and very crisp. I had no problems with it. There was no cracklings in the speaker or anything. It was nice and clear, so you don't have to worry about the call quality on the phone itself. The next big issue that I've had a lot of questions about is the battery life, because the battery in there is very small. On an average day, you're probably gonna get around a day's use, maybe a little bit more. That totally depends on how you use it. I got a day, just over a day's use out of it, and I had emails, I had the Wi-Fi on the whole time. I did some messaging, phone calls, used the internet, I used the camera, downloaded a few apps, played a few apps, just standard stuff like that, and it still managed to take me through the whole day. The battery is going to be a bit of an issue, but it depends on how you use your phone. Be warned, you will probably get about a day's use out of it. But other than that, the battery's been fine. If you can see at the top, I've had the phone running all day, and that's how much battery I have left, and it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so the batteries last me through the day, and it'll probably last me until tomorrow as well. But on average use, you're probably going to get around a day's use out of it, maybe a little bit more, depending on whether or not you're a heavy or light user. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the phone itself. You do have the standard 7 home screens. You can see scrolling through it is very fast. Doesn't appear to be any lag. You could use pinch to zoom. You could press and hold and move the home screens around, so you could adjust the home screens to how you want it, which I think is a nice feature to have. Like I said, it's very smooth and very responsive. Next, we're going to take a look at another feature, is the fast boot. It's going to turn off the phone. Okay, the phone's off now, completely off. Going to turn it on, and it's booted up. Literally took like 1 or 2 seconds to boot up. That's how fast it is. You can see it's still running smooth. Don't need to really wait for it to load up properly, although it still hasn't connected to the network yet. Just give it a few more seconds and it will. Next, we're just going to take a look at the menu. Scrolling through all your applications is quite easily. It's very smooth. Doesn't appear to be any lag while you're scrolling through. Next thing we're going to take a look at is the skins, because you could get different skins for it. That's the standard HTC skin. Scroll across, you have different designs, different patterns depending on what you like. So let's just try this one. As you can see, the styles changed up. You got a different color. You got a different design at the bottom here, and the whole theme of the phone's changed up. And this also applies to the weather clock widget at the top. It's also changed up. The design is changed up. The colors change up. So depending on what you change it on, the color scheme and the design is going to change depending on what you change on. Let's take a quick look at this one. You can see the design of it. Looks very nice. It's still very fast. And let's change it back to the HTC one now. Okay, now we're going to take a quick look at the camera. The camera quality on it is very good. Let's take a quick picture. Okay, I just took a picture of this. You can see the camera quality on it is very good. I was actually surprised how good the camera was. That goes the same for the video quality as well. I have done a video test. I'll put the link somewhere here so you could go check that as well. You can record up to 720p. Also, you can see they changed it up at the side here. You could now zoom in and out using that just by dragging your finger up and down the screen, which I think is a good feature. And at the side here you have the button to switch between your camera and video camera. Here you could choose to turn flash on and off or on automatic. This button here is to actually take the picture itself. The one below it, you could change different effects. So you could add distortion. You have a bunch of different effects as well. But if you can see that, you've got a ton of different effects. And the last button down there is to view a gallery. Same goes for this. You could choose to turn the flash on and off. You could add video effects as well. And you press that button to view your pictures or videos. And to get into the settings, you simply press menu. You could from there you could change the white balance, the video quality. You could select 720p. It's got a whole bunch of settings you could go in there and adjust. This phone does have radio. You got the radio loaded up here. You could just use this to scroll across. You need to obviously have the headset plugged in to use the radio, but you got a whole bunch of different settings. You could save radio stations, scroll through any ones you want. Okay, now we're just going to take a quick look at the gallery and see what kind of photos. Take a look at this photo. You can zoom in and out. Zooming is very fast and very smooth. You can just slide to go across to different photos. It's a good simple application. You could also view movies and videos in here as well. The videos show very clear, and quality is decent as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you HTC Likes. This is an application where HTC themselves actually recommend you applications to download. So if you have trouble downloading any applications or you can't find any good applications, come here and see what they recommend. They got a ton of applications for you to go through and to try out. Just click on one. You can see how much people like the video. You could read people's comments on the application as well. You could also change it to the most popular one. So if you want to see the most popular applications, you could see here and see what how many people have downloaded it and how many people actually likes it as well. So you could also view your downloads and your marked items. And it's a good application to keep up with all the latest applications and all the popular applications as well. Okay, now we're just going to be taking a look at the web browser. We're just going to open it up. We're going to try load up play.com and see how it loads. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on my network connection. You see it loads up very fast. All the flash is loaded up. Very responsive when zooming in and out. And if you keep zooming out, you could open up a new tab, like so. Oops. Change it back. You could double tap to zoom in. And the browser is very responsive as well. We're just going to take a look at one more. Take a look at my YouTube channel. It's got some flashed content on there as well. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. See, it loaded up just fine. Very quickly as well. Just tap to interact. Double tap to zoom in. Or go full screen. Still got the adverts on there and everything. Double tap to get back out. Scrolling is still very smooth. Still zoom in. This is very smooth. That's about it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of the review, which will be up in a couple of days. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well. And leave in the comments below if you think I've missed anything, or if you want to see anything in the second part. That's it. Thanks for watching.